Good morning and thanks for choosing Fox 10 News on this Saturday morning. Today is March 27th. Happy weekend, happy Saturday. I am Gianni Navarro. Matt Barentine is off this morning, but I'm joined by meteorologist Jennifer Lambers to talk about the weather. Jen, it's been quite wet this past week. What can we expect coming for this today and for tomorrow?
Well, unfortunately today we're still going to be seeing a little bit of those showers. Rain chances low, but still there for your Saturday. Just going to be scattered, but right now we're mainly just seeing a lot of that thick cloud cover across the southeast. Strong storms further up towards our north, moving through Memphis and Nashville right now, but those are going to be staying up in Tennessee. Here locally, we just have the potential for some scattered showers and some thunderstorms just lifting up off the Gulf. But zooming in closer right now for our radar, seeing those mostly cloudy skies. And in case you're heading out this morning, we are also seeing low visibility, and that's going to be from some dense fog. Driving in this morning, well, it was mainly a lot thicker on the Mobile side rather than driving over the bay, but we are under a dense fog advisory. That's going to be in place until 1 p.m. later today. Mixing in more of that sunshine, we're going to start to see a lot of that mix out, but this will include Mobile and Baldwin counties along with the Panhandle. So just something to keep in mind. Make sure if you're driving out there, keep those headlights on so you are visible to other drivers. For our 24-hour plan, our temperatures today, we're going to be doing well despite those showers. We're going to be seeing those upper 70s and those lower 80s. So a warm day across the Gulf Coast. Not going to be that sunny though. And then also you'll have to dodge a couple of those showers, but still going to be a fantastic day. And then heading further on into this evening, we will be dropping down into the upper 60s. But what's the timing on those showers for any Saturday plans? I'll have a full forecast coming up soon. Gianni.
Jennifer, thank you. Well, the World Health Organization says its report on the origin of the coronavirus has been finalized. The WHO's lead official for this investigation says it was a painful process to edit and translate the 400-page report, but it will be released to the public in a few days. Now, the origins of COVID-19 have been hotly debated and has also become politically charged. A documentary clip reveals the opinion of Robert Redfield, former head of the CDC. In it, he says the novel coronavirus may have come from a lab in China and began transmitting in fall of 2019. But the chief medical advisor to President Biden, Dr. Anthony Fauci, says there are a number of theories. The Biden administration is reserving comment until it gets to review the WHO report. The White House says once its health and medical advisors review it, the president will be briefed on its details. And President Biden moved the COVID vaccine goalpost on Thursday night, and now public health officials are scrambling to fulfill his promise. Fox News correspondent Molly Line has more from Boston.
200 million doses in the first 100 days. That's the new goal set by President Biden as public health officials are scrambling to get shots into arms. More than 87 million Americans have already gotten at least one dose, and the daily average is up to about 2.5 million. The White House says we'll have to meet or exceed that number every day for the next 5 weeks to meet the president's goal.
That is the equivalent of vaccinating a sellout crowd at Yankee Stadium 50 times a day, or the entire population of the city of Houston in just one day.
Another key will be making sure supplies remain stable. The White House says Pfizer and Moderna are expected to hit their target of supplying 240 million doses. And Johnson & Johnson is ramping up production as well, with 11 million shots ready to ship out next week. Now the focus turns to outreach and education as health officials work to win over skeptical members of the public, with vaccine hesitancy a growing concern as the rollout expands.
The greatest fear that we find is the fear of the unknown.
Meanwhile, the CDC is warning a new surge could be just around the corner. The daily average of new cases is up to about 58,000, a 7% increase this week after months of declines.
We know from prior surges that if we don't control things now, there is a real potential for the epidemic curve to soar again. Please take this moment very seriously.
And eligibility is expanding as well. 46 states now say they'll allow all adults to become eligible by May 1st. In Boston, Molly Line, Fox News.
As we've already mentioned, President Biden directing all states to make all adults eligible for the COVID vaccine by May 1st. State health leaders saying Alabama will definitely meet that target date, but just how soon?
We don't have a definite timetable set. I know that we've had a lot of discussions with the governor's office about that, and we want to get their feedback as well. But clearly we're gonna be able to expand eligibility well before May the 1st, I believe. And so I think there'll be plenty of vaccine available for people to be vaccinated by the summer.
Right now, the latest eligibility expansion looped in people 55 and older and anyone over 16 with certain health conditions, along with certain essential workers. And Thomas Hospital, the City of Fairhope, and the City of Daphne partnering to give 300 first-dose shots of Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church. It's for those who previously made an appointment for the clinic. It starts at 8 in the morning and ends at noon. And if you want to get your first dose of the Moderna vaccine, the Mobile County Health Department is holding another mass vaccination event next Wednesday at the cruise terminal. You can go between 8 in the morning and 8 at night. Now, this is open to those 55 and older and anyone over 16 with certain health conditions. And in other news this morning, Mobile police are still tracking down leads after a man is shot multiple times in broad daylight. Now, they say it happened around 4 in the afternoon Thursday near Norman Street and St. Stephen's Road. 46-year-old Dion Ponquinet was taken to the hospital where he later died. Now, if you have any information about this crime, call MPD right away. Now to a follow-up. Still no arrests more than 5 weeks after the murders of Tony and Leela Lewis. The couple's bodies found inside of their Happy Hill home after it burst into flames. Now, seconds after neighbors reported hearing gunshots and an autopsy showing Tony had been shot to death. Leela's cause of death still not determined. Without any suspects, the question of who killed the couple remains.
They deserve peace, and we do too. The Lord is able. I got time to wait on him because he's going to fix it. And when he fix it, baby, it's going to be all right.
A big lead for Mobile police, possible beef between the couple's rapper grandson, Honeycomb Brazy, and someone else. And bond set at $60,000 for the woman accused of driving during that Daphne hit and run earlier this week. Kimberly Norris is charged with second-degree assault and leaving the scene of an accident with injury. Now, if Norris makes bond, she will be under house arrest. A passenger, Christina Yeakel, is also charged with obstructing government operations and tampering with physical evidence. Now, police say the woman who was hit had to be flown to the hospital with head trauma. She has been released and is recovering. A Georgia man is dead after being struck by a big rig on South Main Street in Atmore. Investigators say it happened just after 1 o'clock yesterday morning. Now, the victim has been identified as 31-year-old Clemente Sims. Police are still trying to figure out how it happened. And Spring Hill College president Dr. Joseph Lee with a plan of action after a woman's rape allegations on campus go public. Dr. Lee sending a letter to alumni saying he's taking immediate action to create a safer campus by approving suggestions made in petitions sent to him from former and current students. Now, those actions include creating a coordinated community response team to help stop sexual assault. The team would be made up of counselors, students, faculty, and representatives from the Mobile County District Attorney's Office. Now, the plan includes reestablishing a sexual assault response team and conducting audits on the locking system in residence halls. Now, we spoke with a woman who alleged she was raped on campus. She said her dorm room did not lock properly. Now, in the letter, Dr. Lee wrote, "This week I share the details of a reported sexual assault on our campus. This incident has opened up many deep feelings and also brought to light important needs that we must address to ensure the continued safety and well-being of our students." Now, Spring Hill College is hosting a Take Back the Night event this afternoon at 4 o'clock on campus, where students, counselors, and organizations for victims will stand against sexual assault and violence. For a full list of other actions the college's president plans to implement on campus, head to our website, fox10tv.com.